Hi, welcome along to ArsenalFanTV. Time to preview the Carabao Cup game between Arsenal and Doncaster Rovers. Brought to you today in association with OneFootball, the excellent football app. Make sure you get this app. You can find out all about Arsenal on it. And one good thing about it, I really like, you get all the lineups. I use it every week to get all the lineups just before the game. To find out who's going to be playing where for Arsenal. It's going to be really interesting to know what sort of team Arsenal will go with to play Doncaster Rovers. First of all, you're going to be asking to yourself, who are Doncaster Rovers? You know, because I can't remember ever really playing, or years ago since we played Doncaster Rovers. And listen, on paper, it should be easy for Arsenal. However, you always got to respect these teams. They'll bring a lot of fans. They'll be really up for it. It's their cup final. It's their day out. And you know that every single one of those players, even though they play in League One, are going to play to the fullest of their absolutely ability. They're going to leave everything on the pitch. They're not going to rest players. So they will give Arsenal tough periods in the game. But it should be easy work when you really think about the golfing class between the two teams. Doncaster Rovers, as I said, they're in League One. They haven't got off to a very good start so far this season. You know, they haven't won a game yet this season. They're 19th in the table in League One. They played 5 games, lost 4 of them, and only draw 1 game. They got beaten at the weekend by Scunthorpe in a local derby. They lost that by 1-0. So it's not exactly like we're playing a hot team from League One or the Championship. We're playing a team that at the moment, you know, they're really down in the dumps. You know, it's not really going well for them and they've got off to a terrible start of the season. However, as I said, you know, they come along to Arsenal. This is the big stage. It's a big bonus. They've got nothing to lose. The adrenaline will be pumping. So Arsenal do need to take the game seriously. Now, Carabao Cup or the EFL Cup or the League Cup or whatever you want to call it has been a competition that Arsene Wenger has never won. And I think one of the main reasons why Wenger's never won this competition, and it's the only domestic trophy that he's never won in his tenure at Arsenal, is because he's never ever really taken it seriously. He's been the guy that sort of set the blueprint for this competition about playing kids all the way along. And we've seen over the years, like literally when we play in these sort of games, it's a lineup of pure kids, pure youth players, pure reserve players, and that's it. However, this season, because of the strength of the squad that Arsenal have got, they can actually put out pretty strong teams in this competition. You know, as well as mixing, you know, the kids in, obviously. They can put a lot of very, very experienced players into the team. Now, I'd expect in this, Ospina to be in goal. He's an international goalkeeper. You know, he'll probably be in goal for this. You could have a Jack Wilshere, who, you know, let's have it right, he would be starting in most teams in the Premier League. We know he's just coming back from injury. I would expect to see him start and get a full 90 minutes, hopefully, in this game, in his road back to fitness, and, you know, want to see what he can do this season. So Jack Wilshere might figure. Olivier Giroud, I reckon, could figure in this game. He hasn't really yet scored this season. Trying to get this guy up to speed and to match fitness. And this is a good opportunity for him to play, to get onto the score sheet and build confidence. Theo Walcott, again, another guy who needs to build confidence, needs to start scoring goals, needs to start getting his game together. Great opportunity for him to play and to star in the Carabao Cup against Doncaster Rovers and get himself maybe a couple of goals or assists and really have a good run out. So Arsenal could put out a really good team filled with lots of experience. There's also guys like Callum Chambers, who we haven't even seen this season. Maybe it could be a chance for him to figure. Rob Holding should get a shout in this. There's you know, guys like Per Mertesacker, again, very experienced players that can come into this, as well as young players like Maitland-Niles, and the one that we all want to see, and I want to see him right from the start this week, and that is Reiss Nelson. We're all excited about this guy. He's looked brilliant in the friendlies pre-season. He's looked brilliant for the under-23s. There's been lots of calls to throw him in from the start, and I'm hoping that Arsene Wenger will throw him in from the start, and it's going to be really exciting to see Reiss Nelson in action, and I think this is the absolute perfect game for him. So it could be a really interesting game, should be a really exciting game, should be, on paper, an easy win. You know, Arsenal, the confidence is high after that draw against Chelsea. You know, we're seeming like a team on the way up. We want to keep that winning mentality going. And I want to see Arsenal go out there against Doncaster Rovers and really put them to the sword. Be ruthless. You know, this is how we've got to be in this competition and progress to the next round. I do see Arsenal winning this one quite comfortably. I'm going to go Arsenal winning this by 3-0. You guys leave the comments below. We'll be doing also a starting lineup video on this as well, so look out for that one. And don't forget to download the excellent OneFootball app. The link is in the description. But the Carabao Cup, can Wenger win it for the first time in his footballing career? We're about to find out. The journey begins here.
Subscribe to ArsenalFanTV.